Hello world, it is Thursday, January 6, 2021, and looking out the window here in Defiance, it's kind of overcast and very cold. It's high temperatures in the teens, I think, the mid-teens, and I think it's going to be relatively cold for the next few days. So if you go out, bundle up. The devotion for today is entitled Seeking the Star by Rachel Hackenberg. And Rachel bases the devotion upon the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 2, verses 7 through 8, New Revised Standard Version. King Herod secretly called for the wise men and learned from them the exact time when the star had appeared. Then he sent them to Bethlehem, saying, "Go and search diligently for the child, and when you have found him, bring me word." And Rachel's devotion. I wonder if the seekers from the East had their own followers, disciples who trusted the questions they asked, who were inspired by their studies, who took seriously their interpretation of the star's rising, who joined them on the quest for a single child in a foreign land. When the seekers stopped in Jerusalem, their question to Herod, "Where is the child who was born of the King of the Jews?" was not only a question, but also an invitation to share their curiosity and follow the star with them. Can you envision what we're seeking? But Herod didn't consider himself to be a follower, a fellow seeker, or a wayfarer on the path toward wisdom. He already had wisdom. He was the king. He was in charge. He had a throne to preserve at all costs. That didn't make Herod a leader. It made him a doctrine, a self-contained set of answers, a human dogma that could not tolerate questions. Doctrines demand devotees, adherents, and audiences. Doctrines love to be the star. The seekers from the East weren't leaders either, even if they had followers. The seekers came to Herod with a question. It made them students, practitioners, collaborators who need others to learn. Students need others to shine. And so it has been through the ages of humanity, that there are those who demand stardom and obedience to their desire to be the star, and there are those who wonder and wander in joyful awe of the lights that shine beyond them. And most of us are both. And Rachel's prayer. For every jealous desire to be a star, O holy revelation, forgive me. For every gift that shines and shares the way, O holy child, be blessed and bless us. Amen. Well, for me, this devotion brings up a couple of thoughts. And one is our way of approaching life. I mean, we should always be approaching life, I think, from the standpoint of wonder and awe and looking to see what the world can teach us, not necessarily what we can teach the world. So, and I think that's what the wise men who sought out Jesus were like, because they were looking, they were learning. They came to find this person, and they wondered what the stars were shining, and they weren't worried about what threat he may have had towards their existence. Versus Herod, who was very worried about competition from this child, so much so that the stories tell us he had every male child under the age of 2, killed shortly thereafter. So I think it's important for us to always approach life with wonder and awe in every situation, knowing that sometimes, we try, or I would say we do want to be the star and the center of attention, but that's not what life is about. Life is about community and living together, and being one with God, not having everyone underneath us. I guess that's partly what it means to be humble, is to not expect treatment that is different than anyone else, but simply living our lives so that everyone can live their lives. Hope this has given you some things to think about. Hope you find your own thoughts in these devotions that I share. And I hope today is Thursday, I don't know if I'll get to you tomorrow for a devotion. If I don't, please join us. We're still worshiping in person on Sunday morning. Music starts about 10:15. Announcements about 10:27, and worship right shortly after that. And we're also doing Facebook Live if you feel more comfortable doing that, or if for some reason you just can't physically make it out to church. You can join us and participate from home. Everything is shown on a screen that you can see from your screen, so you can actively participate and not just be someone who's watching. Anyway, I hope you have a good weekend, and I hope to see you soon.